Blessed in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Blessed. We are live in the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are live in the voice of Biafra 97.5 Downtown FM in Joko Breast. Yes, sir. I was very interested in the message. We have to understand it, you know. Takwa shu on the bay. Ekene mono. Obo start abro boshoma. No yeje kubekene. Yes. Asuna otuto oma ka eji ebido. Buru mgbede ọma, buru efife ọma, buru abalị. Yes. I salute you once again. I salute you once again. I salute you once again. Blessed name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Yes. Most important message today is I find it difficult for my experience and effort I make about the people they call black people. That is the African people. You know, I find it difficult. They're ignorant and their selfishness can't make them be consumer. That they don't have common sense. You know, they don't validate themselves. They don't understanding. They believe not in a negative way. I don't blame them. They believe there's nothing black people can do in this world. They believe it's best life to come Europe to hustle. They believe my interest is I want the best car. I want the best house. You know, you can mislead them for anything. You can deceive them with the woman. You can deceive them with the money. You can deceive them with the promise. You can deceive them for the church. You can deceive them for the mosques. You can deceive them for everything, you know. I was sitting there asking God, what is behind this? Because I was in this world 250 years old before. I meet many generations I meet. Come to this world, come to this world. I'm telling to you people that there wasn't like that. This is come worse after colonizations. Before the slave, after slave, it wasn't like that. Imagine a Biafran people. Let me go look what children gonna chop. Olden days, our people don't do that. Let me know what I can give to the world or know what is happening in the world. So I have a long video to go through. This is a new message. And I thank you people to understanding that we're helping Netherlands to reduce refugees. We're helping European people to readdress the problem. We're expressing ourselves and we're proud of ourselves. Biafra is too expensive and the two imaginations. Anyone who wants to deal with the Biafra have to be clean and pure. We are welcome you. We are more expensive than what you imagine in anything. It's not to be confused, to know that Biafran will make a black nation, what to call black nation, I mean third world country, African people, to have a country in this earth. Have some courage to listen to programs and to collaborate with the music. Blessed name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. You see? Yes, sir. It's a very nice, positive day, you know. We're keeping things in order. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blessed in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Let's kicking up in the positive side, you know. Yes, sir. Yes. Once life again, Biafran General have a addressing to the world and to the African people personally. We want to consigning for more than 15 and 10 years. The whole Africa was complaining the character those who call themselves Nigeria and said from the Ghana to South Africa all over the world in Africa that Nigeria must go, Nigeria must go. The Biafran respond the call that Nigeria must go. It's right. They have a country. They must go to their country. So let's go to the point. I want to straighten my point for the African people who call themselves Pan-African. I want to straighten your point to the freedom fighters who call themselves Pan-African to be honestness to yourself. If you recognize Pan-Africa, you should not stand in the identity of the Western people gave to you. Example, the country names you use. What is South Africa? It's not them make themselves what South Africa. They have indigenous name. What is Zimbabwe? It's not they make themselves Zimbabwe. They have the people. What is all these names in Africa, Burundi, Uganda, all those things? It's Western construction. Make it, whether your language or not your language, to create a country for you. It has indigenous country. I know that they wiped the Molo for the more than 200 years. But let's put in the country. There is a place, it's like a Biafra. who are still there, original from day one. Many people outside still there. So many of them, Dinka still there, Madinka still there, Madingo still there. So there's many of them. So what I'm talking in the reality is that if you call yourself as an Pan-African, you have to now start to not accept the name of the country, find your people, discuss with your people, consign in the mineral resources and what to validate with your own tribe to stand up with another tribe. From there, you can be a country by yourself, by agreement. But if you still on top of this looking for good leadership, you're a slave on top of all your educations. So my addressing and advising to the African people to understanding, everybody will shut up, listen to Biafra. All of you people say Nigerian people, educated you people, in the good and the bad, all the African people, individual Nigerian people is like smartest people to you people. So you can understand that a Biafran is the smartest and the best to the you people. So, and we have everything in the whole Africa, even in the whole world. So my point to African leader to understanding that this is the time they can stop, follow things, bring the end of their life. Now use the opportunity of the Biafran to accept that these names, Cameroon, this is not your name. That is the last point. And this you have to apply it from next year, because Biafran start this year, next year the whole people will follow. I talked to Niger already direct to change this name of Niger. It don't mean anything for you. You understand me? It's just like a nigger area. The place they lock in the nigger people. That is Niger. You understand me? So you're not a place they will lock you. They lock you economy, they lock you everything. So change this name to be free. Also in the current policy, there should be two years leadership. If you qualify, you have opportunity for the 4 years. 2 years test in the policy. Every institution. If you do your promise from day one, after 2 years, then you have right to vote again for 4 years term. So then it cannot be 6 years for the leadership of Africa, not 8 years. So Biafra have everything. If you want to learn and you want to understand, come up to consult our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. He's looking opportunity for you people to come up. It's a big opportunity for all you guys have the same mentality and the mobility and the utility to claim the indigenous right. I thank you to follow other message in a short way. You see?
Yes, sir. We are digging it, you know. Breasted name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. We defeated every evils, every negative. It's not exist anymore. That's who don't know. Don't know. Who know.
Yes, the life of the Biafran are degree. From nothing to something. We are success. We're on top of the world. We are in the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, we are inviting everyone's in Finland for our convention, safe referendum for the Biafran transparent awareness. I speaking as a general of the Biafran illegal advisor. We are here in Netherlands to security purpose and the demanding of the Biafran by the general that our Prime Minister will address every invitations and every important people in the scheme by the Biafran demand by the general. Don't feel disappointed. Our Prime Minister to men to be not see until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. Is my demanding and the commanding to the every Biafran to cooperate and agree with my point. No one to see our Prime Minister. You address you people in the screaming, then you live, and the whole world will watch it live. Even the President of America will sit watching it, President of France will watch it, all of them watch it live. So on that security, expect what I'm expected to you. We are only accepted, most important to make it happen in the secret code. Our Defense Secretary, Madam Azoka, Chance Nwankwo, have right to see our Prime Minister. Our new financial
Secretary, Mr. Chance Nwankwo, who have right to see our Prime Minister. And the legal our advisor, Madam Alewa, Ishekiri Alewa, have a right to see our Prime Minister, his conduct. The less of the people should be applicated understanding except the personal Prime Minister worker. That is their own business. And the business of the general has been advocating to every Biafra to comply. I know, Simon, our Prime Minister loves to see you people all, but I don't want that. He cannot see nobody. I thank the Biafran people. We have 3 days transparent. You can never see in the world. African people never do it before. Once in time, you will see the way the breathing of democracy have been being scratching on the sky to be land. I thank you, General speaking.
Yes, sir.
Trusted name of Chukwu Okike Abiama.
Yes, sir.
And I wishing the French government to understanding, to important to listen. And I call all the African, the new leadership, to appear in our convention to show congratulations to the Biafra. It's balance. I'm talking of Niger, I'm talking of Burkina Faso, and I'm talking about Mali. I thank you all. We are one.
Yes, sir.
Chukwu Okike Abiama, blessed. See, freedom of all mankind. Peace and love.
Yes, sir.
We are live once again. We are concerning to the bank indices, to understanding where we are coming up that we're gonna speak in this month. Special JB Morgan to the truth with the frauding with the dollars and with the frauding with transactions by oil. I make it clear they have to expect it to hear from us. We don't want to treat them like a criminal, and we don't want to being excreted. Things are not being correct. That's why we are trying to be in a sense of transitions, of inform and address and readdress completely. So on that category, they have to the truth and they readdress themselves to understanding that the Biafran territory should be recognizing and identify for the Biafran Republic government in exile to follow the order and the command. The bank session should be full away on this message, included with export and oil industry. I thank you people. Also, I want to give some information to understanding the Vice President of ZoomID Nigeria, Sitimin, have been going to encouraging South African to eliminate everything's the foolish people call themselves Nigeria in the South Africa and support their police to make sure they kill themselves. This is true story. And I want to inform you that he gave the order to the soldiers to assassinating every Yoruba people who was secretly involved in agitation of Oduduwa. Soldier and police killing them, it doesn't matter, he can stop you in the car, he can kill you. And that is what is going on in this Tinubu assassination regime in Lagos. Also, Eastern people will be away, the Biafran people who call themselves Zoo Nigeria. So this is what I can chip to you people to understanding that after on 20 of next month, 21, 23, on 28, we'll make a good decisions to how to declare Biafran and how things will work. The whole world can understanding our transactions and the transparenting about our conventions, safe referendums to teach, to create, and their transactions department and the rules of department and what we should be know. Because our Prime Minister has been delivering and doing in a grassroots, implementing the right way of approach and teach and implementing. So our conventions is first ever in the world that Africa has been full step, the way the Western people has been full step to create Africa. We are full step to be able to recreate our people to back to their life. We have every plan, state, digital, everything, how the city will look like, everything is in the computer, physical, we have everything. So we've been marvelous job to applicate every substitute of case or questions should be lack, we fulfill it, that the empty and the space have been full, that the Western people who understood that it's not like what this we're gonna do, they're gonna kill each other. No, we are bigger than that. We're going to save the world. I thank you people to addressing in this understanding. Blessed name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And remind you guys that we want also, maybe it's coincident, maybe surprise, maybe optimistic, to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be around with us. I thank you all. Blessed name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. He said, Anagwanele, Kimankai Mankoza. He said, what you don't know is bigger than you. Blessed Samuel Ebe. He said, I show you my concern for the impunity going on both sides. Those who making the local drink and those who go destroy the investment. Nigeria couldn't give them opportunity to produce and do something good. So they find themselves. But we believe that I suggesting that the Biafran people will support them to call them up. Other ones, they've never been caught. We need you to make a good drink for the Biafran. We need you to make a good drink for us, because to achieve Biafra, to producing things for ourselves. Seriously, this is good mathematics. And I wish to this mathematics already in the secret, now in the public in a different way. I thank you that no Nigerian government don't have right in the Biafran territory to go arrested anyone doing something wrong. We're gonna do that for ourselves. Last one to release them, and we're gonna charge them by ourselves. We have to ask the reason why they have a knowledge to produce the drink, but they couldn't get the best quality. To know how to support them to make a good quality of the drink, not to punish them, because Nigeria, everything in Nigeria is wrong. So that is my case to us to take this advice. They are a key, they are one of the key of our Umbo Akede, Uluma, everything, and with different Uluma Gase, Ebenine. Cordon.
Yes, sir. Message are dropping. Big message are dropping. When you malo Oswano doing a malas Oswana, Ozi Chukwu Okike.
Yes, sir. You know, I've straightened myself to understanding this message to DOS people, to understanding very clearly. There's them people call themselves Igbo people, and they believe that any one of you can be in detention, be in the prison, kidnapping, and the concerning people outside what they're doing, you don't concern about your life. How can you people wickedness just to try to punish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, try to confuse the Biafran people, try to claim unclaimable as a dumb person, try to be wise when somebody's life is going on pressure and day by day. I don't understand you people. What the point you want to make any woman being to want to make a point that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
as they make a point that they don't support sit at home, they don't care about sit at home. What does it mean that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't have life before, that it is life remain to be in detention? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do have anything that the people in the Biafran decide to sit at home? What is important? He keep him there, he sit at home, he don't sit at home. Why do they keep him there? I'm talking to those people from Master Prophet, to talk to Master Prophet, that if you, being a prophet, being champion in your life, where was you when that you don't have opportunity to speak to the world? Simon Ekpa, I bring you back to the world. And now, the place he bring you back to the world, those people who eliminated you before, you go back to them and they come to your own platform and selling Simon Ekpa and selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu means they're selling themselves and they're foolishing themselves. What does it mean that me in the prison care about you sit at home, you don't sit at home? I'm stupid? What I care about, please let me go. I don't know why you keep me here. And I don't gonna listen to you. I'm a Biafran. I'm not a Nigerian. I don't want to talk to you people. Let me go. That is all about. How can you tell me any woman being, even a Western person, will be in a prison, want to make himself booze inside the prison when that he shouldn't be in the prison? And inside the prison, he want to make himself a booze. Obama cannot do that. Joe Biden cannot do that. Netherlands Prime Minister cannot do that. No any woman being can do that. Even me cannot do that. Yeah, I'm in the prison. I just, what I will say, I prove my right. I don't care what he's doing outside. But what I care that I'm innocent, I'm innocent. Why he put me here? So why these people have a time, wasting time, the media, Facebook shut down, YouTube shut down. Simon Ekpa bring this media back. The same idiot people come to the same channel and talking against Master Prophet. I told you 15 years ago, you don't know nothing you're talking. I told you 2013 that Biafra you are thinking against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I told you also 2018 or 17. He kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's sister. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't adopted it. He don't welcome you. You're enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before he kidnapping. You are saying Biafran coming 2027. So when connected you not to be a good man, to be a unified, I promote you sometimes. Why I promote you? Because Karanta Kanu did understanding that you are naive. And Karan Katan is naive. His sister is naive. He make his sister to be a foolish person. I'm not against you, but I'm against the reality that your channel was down. Somebody will bring you right. Look at what he did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu life. Biafran come 2023, not 2027. And you are not welcome in the Mazi Nnamdi family. Nobody validated you. What you are doing to sustain your life, he came Europe claiming he a prophet to Igbo people, Biafran people. How many of them he frauded for the whole life? How many of them he helped?
Yes, sir.
Those life will not exist. He never bought Master Prophet. If you are a woman,
You're not a freedom fighter.
you and your junior brother,
for you.
Metusela, he never born to come Europe to live. If really God is honest, God didn't created you to be substitute or second-starting woman being. God is complete and equal. And God is one. And God said that I make the world that everyone born live his own country and enjoy his mineral resources. Look at you, how many years you live in Germany? Yeah, you claiming anything from Igbos, everything from Biafra. It's a disgrace. To the Chukwu Okike Abiama created this world. British people, Western people knows that they want to make us weak, to let us to not believe in God, to believe in their own God. When you know that the Bible is our history, they transfer to their own history. And you know that their history is working, that you cannot live in Germany. You should live in Germany. You should live in your home. That is the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, message of Samuel. Samuel Ekpa is not happy to live in Finland. Believe me. If I'm happy to live in Holland, let me die. But I speak to you people that you people are so slave.
by making money, that money is life. When you have handwork, have intelligence, have mineral resources, you are the king of the world. Not the king of eliminating your own people, like Master Prophet. Not the prophet when it's not exist, when physically it exists, when it's physically in Germany living, that no prophet in Germany, the Germany is running good. He is still fool and fooling their own people. I want to charm every negative in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama, by heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the love of the Biafra. And the Samuel Ekpa come take the reality. You know, Samuel Ekpa working for my job. He just take my light, he do my life, he do everything I should do. Why I'm this head, doing it for me. I'm so proud. I'm loving him with my heart. Even I pray for his life. Because understanding, only him understand what I'm saying. And only us understand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, including Madam Azoka and our advisor, Madam Arewa. Other pilots understand this, but it's not this category. When I'm talking to Master Prophet at this stage, it's Ejiofor I'm talking to, it's Nigerian government I'm talking to, it's Ohanes Ndibo I'm talking to, it's governor I'm talking to, Senate I'm talking to every people who go to school in the Biafran land. They are evil. Because there is nowhere to graduate to have theory or practical, or to emphasizing or exercising or practical or dealing with what you study. No, you have to go to 419. You have to go. Only people in this land, in that Igbo, created the Nigerian economy is those who serve the master, who don't go to school, who learn how to work and handle work, and learn buying and selling, which is not meant for our life. But they are the one leech, they are the one, the bloodmen, they are the one bidding biddings and the shop. There is no one to graduate. All these criminals. I'm saying this in Ife Game, Miligezu, Amugacha. The rising sun will rise up.
I don't know for.
Uri Miligasu. Mgbe mmiri na-eze anwụ ga-achapụ na mmadụ ga-anwụ, ife ga-change, ife ga-emeri before akekpuchi ọnwa the rising sun change. 5-star of Biafra, even thinkable. British will go down, Western constitution will go down. Any positive mind. I'm breaking and concerning these 6 or 7 countries, British, Canada, South Africa, Australia, England, and US, to leave Biafra alone. You are enemy for Biafra. I don't talking of Trump, I'm talking of the institution, I'm talking of vampire. Thank you to understanding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu born for those history people write. You're gonna test them all and come on top of it and make it right, because his son, spiritual son Samuel Ekpa, is there. Today message, I don't think anyone can hear this thing again from my mouth. I respect Western people when they respect themselves. That is all about. I thank you. We are human beings. In the name of Chukwu Okike, Biafra is our religion, truth and honest, and we are worship. It's a freedom of our leader is in our hand, and Chukwu Okike Abiama is fulfillment, is the working. You see? Yes, I thank you once again. Also, I want to make myself very clear as a freedom fighter to Niger Republic, or to make it clear to Burkina Faso and to Mali and the rest of Africa, who understanding that the international world have been generally to understanding that Nigeria is not exist. There is a war in Nigeria. But they want to make propaganda against you when it's time for your right. The same right the Biafran people stand inside Nigeria. They try to provocating or announcement is a problem from Niger. But there is a problem in Nigeria, and Niger learn from us. But I want to clarify to Niger, and welcome, I understand with you, and I support to bomb the pipeline to not slave race or slaving anyone's. I support that because Biafran is in charge. It's not oil, it's not from Niger, it's not from nowhere, but Niger is an indigene of the family of the Biafrans and Africans as an indigene of the land. So the circumstances and understanding concern of the purpose why the world make Niger as the worst poor country in the world, make Burkina Faso as the world country of the world, even French to give the name water voter. Do you know the meaning? A dry place. Burkina Faso to revenge to give their name. Burkina Faso to Burkin means to provocations, activations to attack the evils who has been dry our life. Descending to Mali, understanding that the Mali knows the truth, that they have issue to be deal with their religions and the indigenous and the reality. Let's not talking about Scandinavians, who means Scandinavia means that the real indigenous has not there, but remain in the Bamako. Let's take the religions apart. Let's focus on the fact. So my own concerning to the British and the French ideology, to consulting to the Nigerians, to understanding that nothing like religions, we're talking about indigenous, we're talking about right of the life. Nothing like Christianity or Muslims on this fact. We're talking about the human being, freedom of life. Nobody see God. Nobody know what God says. There is people living life before Christianity, Muslims, and everything in this world. Let us wake up. Western people are misleading everything to you. Arab people have different fundamental. They have to deal the issue with men and the women beating themselves. To be honest, and let the children to be honest. We don't like and we don't support this. Western people was wrong. You want to be wrong. We Biafra never be wrong. Even original Hausa never be wrong. Original Lupa never be wrong. Originals Timini never be wrong. To remind me to see alone, to understanding for me as not the indigene, beside the slave of the free town. Free town collaborating the reality of the Sierra. My point is the time I want to speak to the Nigerians to change the name Arewa. The time to Burkina Faso to make it right. I support Burkina Faso. The time to Mali to make it right. Look, your full name of your name is not Mali. Mali is not in your language. I can explain to you what is Mali means. Mali means adopted. Mali, the full name of Mali is adopted. In the next program, I can explain to you one by one what is adopted means by Mali. It's adopted. Something it can consider it, or something it can decide, or something it choose to give. That is Mali. I want Senegal people to understanding that the real indigenous in Senegal have been totally wiped away. Everyone in Senegal is different part of the world, beside the slave. But the right is, we are talking about life of a human being. No one should be a majiri begging money by the name of Furami in Senegal.
I speak to the Gambia to understanding, to depending on the Western people to use them as a business in the Gambia, or believe this opportunity is the time is gone. I speak to the Liberia to negotiate with the Ghana to understanding the land the Liberia live in is the land of the Ghana people. Besides the slave. I explain this thing to understanding that the Liberia country has been created from the American to come to the land in Africa. Biafran country have been created by the God, by averages. It's a regional country, not artificial. But we have to liberate our people the same way they liberate Africa. Liberia has not been colonizing, that Biafra never been colonizing, to liberate our people from Finland on 20 to 21. And on 28, we should make a decision where we belong. But we wish that Biafra will be complete, means Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be with us. Failing to be that, on 28 the same month, we declare Biafra. We are ready for it. I thank you, the word understanding, our sentiment, our approach, our concern, our feeling, and our willing, our committed. In a common sense, in approaching, stages, enlightening, awareness, fulfillment of the reality, of the purpose, of the life, of the human being, of the life of the people, to be applicated, to be expressed to the world. I thank you to summon courage, to understanding in the right foot, where spotlight. Yes, once life again, Biafran General Marvel addressing to the world and to the African people personally. We want to consign him for more than 15 and 10 years. The whole Africa was complaining the character those who call themselves Nigeria, and said from the Ghana to South Africa, all over the world, in Africa, that Nigeria must go, Nigeria must go.
Peace.
The Biafran respond the call that Nigeria must go. It's right. They have a country, they must go to their country. So let's go to the point. I want to straight my point for the African people.
Peace.
Yes, the life of the Biafran are degree, from nothing to something.
We are beginning now.
Yes, our message to address the United Nations and address the blind African people still believe that ECOWAS is exist. ECOWAS is not exist. Nigeria has the front runner as a leader of ECOWAS. Nigeria don't have a soldier. There is many ethnic cleansing happening in Nigeria. Nigerian soldier couldn't protect it. Soldier of ECOWAS has having look and negative, which is that the Nigeria fronting of the ECOWAS, their military defense as running by terrorists. That's the reason why that ECOWAS is not exist. And the proving that the dead man Buhari was ruling Nigeria and the vice president have disappeared forever. Ushibanjo, even in transitions, anything, it didn't appear. This is the reason why I tell you that ECOWAS is not exist. Nigerian justice have been saying the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't work out. ECOWAS is not exist. The United Nations adopted in Abakari. ECOWAS is not exist. Why I tell you that ECOWAS is not exist? He always exists in the Biafran people. He exists to bring his soldiers to kill innocent people in the Biafran territory, which is who defeated them. In the past 6 years ago, a Biafran step up in the Gabon to be a coup because of his Biafran. They stop it. Okay, let's be transparent. ECOWAS is not exist. They make a coup in the Guinea. I know beside that it's not complete in the West, but ECOWAS has not have a plan. ECOWAS is not exist. They make a coup in the Mali. ECOWAS don't have a plan, it's not exist. Because the dead Buhari is ruling that moment. They're just interested to colonize Nigeria and wipe ethnic cleansing. That's why ECOWAS is not exist. They make a coup in Burkina Faso. ECOWAS is not exist. Now they make a coup in Niger because the truth come to the Biafran. Then ECOWAS won't exist because they know that in Niger has not happy, that their praise cannot be transactions to taking Biafran oil to stealing, to me that they want to help Niger. Niger don't want to help by criminal money. Niger can deal with the Biafran, Biafran can deal with them. In Nigeria also, then can Ibuku. So let's be transparent that why ECOWAS is not exist to informing the international world or the United Nations or UK Parliament or Parliament of European Unions to stop garbaging things are not even exist. How can you adopted a criminal and the fraud as a Tinubu as a president put in international security? Is it not a threat to world security that's destroyed? He put Setima as a vice president, as a criminal and terrorist. This is not exist. Senate president in Nigeria is not by the voted, it's appointed. It's not, you see, that's what I'm saying to you people. Biafra already a country. So you people are coming up to see how everything works. So everyone's who thinking attacking Nigeria, not attacking Nigeria. I wish them to attack Nigeria, but Nigeria will win because Biafra have what it takes. I thank you all. Blessed in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. He said Biafra is our religion, truth and honest. The first nation in the world.
Yes, sir. Biafra is the original country and the reality. To save every shenanigans, call themselves Europeans, living in Europeans happy.
Yes, once again, we are coming to make it clear, and this rubbish will stop, and this nonsense will stop. We have direct message to the Western
Nigeria cannot hold us anymore. Bad man.
Prime Ministers of the government of
Nigeria and the
Europeans should be clear to understanding the message you have to drop to them at this moment. First of all, let me use the opportunity to addressing those foolishness, illegals, lawyers in Nigeria who call themselves representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to address them that the world are not in a blackmailing by the religions or by these Biafra original religions. In illegal situations should not be as a stronghold or strong point to come to addressing people as a pastor, as a preaching man, as a, you have to representing his identity. His identity is that the Muslim can win the case. That is the identity of playing or Psalm 58 happy ending during the kidnapping, and from Psalm 58 has proven to leave him to go. What we are ready to do to make sure that 50 billion you lose gonna cripple to 200 billion to be loose under 2 days, because next coming action will be surprise. So my message to the Western world government, you guys are making caricature, and you guys are very funny into the life of a human being.
Yes, sir.
Let's be clear to understanding the French president has been landing 3 months ago to apologize to African people and the third world country, and language is doing in Burkina Faso to destroy things when that the minors must go. To destroy, they can destroy everything, and created the reaction. You can see what is happening in Niger, and this apologiation and the creating evil policy into Niger is part of the caricature and keep anking and the funny. We are human beings. Don't see us. We are not a human being. You can come and speak, and the reality come. You continue like what your grandfather did. You apologize for nothing. The same thing to Italian government to understanding to blaming French and British is just a double game. The Catholic have destroyed the brain of the people. That's why they die in the Mediterranean Sea. And the people in Italy have been less human being. For you to looking at them or see them to drive a car or even to live a good house. So to control by the British and the French has been overwhelming and killing and sucking economy or mineral resources of Africa. That is true. We got it to the Netherlands to understanding that overwhelming of refugees have been destroying Holland, and the Holland government and Holland immigrant officers are busy and bringing more people in Holland. And also Holland are supporting the bad policy, has been uprooting the place like a share company, and everything they did in Niger Deltas and Dogoni and Dendone and Ekiti is not what can be happen, and that is the result of why you see many people call themselves Nigerian in Holland. So we are putting to the German to understanding that the German to negotiating with the Nigerian government to be being blackmailing people who have to spend the money to pay for container, go and return, and at the same time there's nothing to return back and they lose their money. They are tripling their effort, and the German government has been silent because of his busy hoping to get gas in case and not stand for the truth after he lose the battle between French and Cameroon, between French and British to chase them out of Africa, created the Second World War to colonize those who colonized in Africa. So, come to the point, we're starting to the London, to the England people to understanding that what is going on in Nigeria have been being destroyed, the Western policy and constitutions and the United Nations policy to allow a criminal to be a president of a nation and forget what he was said in the past about the Tinubu, or what America says, or what said about the past about Setima, or whoever may be in that Nigeria, and today is not exist. People die even that period, and people be in jail because of Tinubu, and many things, even Setima's people, they have arrested in the United States by suicide, pant suicide bomb, and people they arrested in Dubai. So, and people also die for them, and now he can be a vice president, and the same person have been being harboring the terrorists, Boko Haram, to perpetuate the people like that he love Hausa, but the same people are now sending the soldiers to kill only Boko Haram, to not kill Mietiala, to not kill Fulani herdsmen, to prove the world they recover ammunitions. But what you know, they knows it, that in Benue State, where they wipe people out of their homes, Boko Haram who have been still living the place, you are recovering the ammunition. Why not take these people out of that place and put them in the jail or kill them all? What are you propaganda? Which effort you make to blackmailing or to scare the jail or to prove what? You don't have no soldier. You don't have nothing. So let's put it way that the Western people can understanding that the Biafran has nothing can stop it. I'm here in the Western world, use myself example for the impunity and injustice. But the truth is that Westerns are Westerns. Biafran is a Biafran. We want to go home. I want my country, I need a Biafran. Let not repeat it again to Netherlands, to the world, to understanding the time, to understanding that Nigeria cannot control us, and Nigeria cannot make any deal with any Western people in our territory. I thank you to understand this message. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is first our demand, and second our demand to inaugurating our conventions and safe referenda as a practice and to reality.
Blessed to the world, Biafran 2023. He say, and Agwenele. Blessed our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. He say,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blessed in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. We are doing 5 things, 10 things the same time, It's a positive side, Biafran people are not joking. Everything is planned by Chukwu Okike Abiama. So that's where we are going. Yes, sir.
I salute you once again, all the fellow Biafrans. I thank you. We are now your power in our hand, and now we know who we are. No one can talk to us. Not British, not France. Nobody will come to your father's land. Not Nigerian government. Nobody, idiot, police or soldier, will come to speak to you. Ask him, this is my fatherland. This is my village. This is my this. I don't need you. I don't know you. So that is the point. But let's go to the positive. Why I speak in the positive is that I want the world to understanding what our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has been discussing with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What fascinated the most important things while we don't look back to where we are going. Our target to thinking what Biafran can achieve within 10 years. Starting from this year, it was already been planned before they kidnapped him. So this I'm talking is behind the sea. This is something behind the sea. Our target to make sure that the Biafran people launching to the space in the next 5 years, they will be in the space. Our target to make sure that we supply every Western Africans or the whole Africa entirely gas and oil, them to be able to buy what we can create or what we can make. Also our target to make sure that European can be able to depend on themselves, then African people cannot come in to seek asylum, or third world country cannot be only Europe is opportunity, gonna be overwhelming. Also, our target to be able to make sure that we control the system that Western people bringing here in Africa, and to control the system that every import and export in Africa will be balanced. Also, our effort to praise the African economy to make sure that every citizen in the whole Africa entirely will have opportunity to live standard protections of life, to be able to have opportunity to give back to the life. So this is the important things I want the world to look up to it. And as we are beginning it, if you look at the state or the government or the country to create it, if you look at for what behind the sea and what is already applicated to the sea, effort our Prime Minister make to create the Biafran Republic government in exile, and also we'll get all the ministers and everything need to be done. Also look forward, because why I'm trying to transmit this word, that I want the world to think which way is the balance of the world. Because Biafran who try to responding what vampires try to be consigning, that Africa does not have a future, they don't have no sense, they born children anyhow, they don't have economic, they don't care, they're just like animals. So on that kind of category, we try to correct it in a right way, because they tried to, in 50 or 70, 100 years ago, they tried to mislead people that if you born twins, it's forbidden. So the African people started killing their twins because of transparent of the Western people. After they changed it, said that African culture killing twins, that then stopped them. They're lying. Why I'm saying this, it come to the time they created Apollo. When they come in to inject the children from Africa, some of Haiti children, when they inject them, they come to sickelcell. The system to eliminate it. It's not enough. Then they created transparent by animals to create what we call HIV. They sent it from Africa, Kenya, to eliminate them.